Hello again, everybody. This is Steve, bringing you another pumping puzzle, just like the others before. Except this one isn't this isn't actually a puzzle. This is a part of a larger puzzle. If you've seen the other puzzles and the other videos I've done, you know the other half of this song and dance and how everything works. So I decided, not to even cover that because that's just basically going to be rehashing stuff we've already gone over. This right here, though, is the chief pumping part of the puzzle. So, no need to worry about the hill and the storage and all that kind of stuff. It's just the pumps. And I say pumps plural because there's more than one pump. There's actually, in this puzzle, there was 3 of them. Which those 3 red boxes represent. The reason there was 3 of them was not for pressure. It was for volume. You could do a single ram pump with a 6-inch inlet and a 2-inch outlet and probably get the same thing. But with this, you get the added benefit of redundancy. So, and you also, you spread out some of your work, which allows other things to happen and happen faster and in greater volume. So, there's benefits to splitting it up like this. Basically put, you're going to have your normal 2-inch input, your ram pump, and then you're going to have your outflow. So how does this work in the actual puzzle to provide water to the house or whatever source you're wanting to provide to? Simple. You take the output of the 3 ram pumps and you merge them together into one. And of course, you got a 2-inch inflow. You're going to have 3/4-inch outflows, all merging into a 2-inch outflow. The reason you go from the 3/4 to the 2-inch is for the volume. Now, you can still get volume out of doing 3 inches to from 3/4 inches to a single 3/4 incher. But the 2-inch provides less friction. You could still get the same pressure. It's just that you get greater volume with less friction. But again, you could do, you can merge the 3 lines, the 3 outflow lines into a single line, and yeah, you get a little more friction, you get a little more flow loss, but it depends on what your application is. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to have these, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They will sync up to where you're going to get a rhythm off of these. At least in theory, that's the way I understand it. That you could start them all at the same time, and they might go tick 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 together, but then they're going to eventually start a rhythm of just tick 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 tick. It's just the way the water mechanics works on this. But anyways, now with this here, if this is all you did, that's great and fine. However, if you look at the original puzzle, which I don't have that up here, but if you were to look at the original puzzle, the source for these comes out of a river. Well, the river's not potable water, so what do you do to solve that? You add filters. So just like the Desert Spring puzzle, you're going to need to add a water filter rack on each one of these. You could put it up here, but that kind of screws with your outflow. If you have 3 of them going into, like, say 3 of these going from 3/4 to 3/4, you're going to improve your efficiency and your flow rate a lot better. Trying to think here. Oh, one other thing that you want to do once you add the filter racks to filter all this water, you need to add a check valve up here. The reason for the check valve is very simple. As these 3 are running, you might have this one, it's higher pressure for a little while, then this one's a little higher pressure, then this one's a little higher pressure, and what that's going to do is that's going to create a seesaw effect on your filters, and that's hard on the filters. The filters do not like that. They want that flow to be in one direction continuously, and one direction only. So what you need to do is you need to add a check valve on this end here so that whichever one of these is dominant, it slams the other check valves shut until they become dominant, and then the water flows out of those and into the pipe. This is also good if you have to service your filter rack. All you have to do is basically turn off the head end, and if you want to, you can add a depressurization depressurization valve in here, or you can just do an isolation valve. I would recommend something that you could just turn it and it goes pfft, it drops all the pressure off. It's also good because then you can, if something happens, you can purge the line. So, like if, say, you need to dump dump everything on the head end up here, you can just, without having to disconnect this up here, disconnect the ram pump from your drive pipe, you can just turn this on, out goes the water, you clear your line. So, but that's the basics of this setup. I mean, it's nothing special, but I thought it was unique enough that it would be worth mentioning in its own video. The design here, like I say, it's just like having a single ram pump, but you get higher output. So, anyways, that's all I had to offer for this one. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything else, please let me know. Thanks.